Well, I think I'm live, according to all the powers. Hey, Dennis Lovelady, how are you? So I guess I am live. Well, good, good, good. How you been, young man? Above and Beyond is here. Welcome, welcome. Just one of these last minute things. Been watching YouTube all day long. Chris Hope, how are you, my friend? Dr. Drone, wow. I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. And I got a little Hangout session going here. So if any of you guys want to join in on our little panel here, Philly Mike is here. He's off prettying himself up at the moment, but we're already connected. Any of you guys want to come on with us, just give me a little shout in the chat, and I'll be happy to. I'll send you a link in the email, and we'll get you involved. We'll get you involved. So I guess Ken Herron's done by now. I watched it up until about 15 minutes ago, and then I had to get ready for this. Hey, Pepito, how are you, my friend? Mike, I'm sure Mike is in his dressing room getting pretty for us, and I'm sure he'll be happy to see that you're here. Night Train FPV. Hi, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Well, I didn't expect this big a crowd this early, and now I'm not have to make sure that I'm ready for this here. Let's see what's going on. It says we got 6 watching here so far. All right, all right. And I may be behind. Dr. Drone, how are you? Anyway, we spent a Mike Sarney, how are you, Mike? Seems like we spent a whole entire day on YouTube, and I thought, well, why not maybe get in here myself and do a little something. And so here I am. Anybody want to join? Dennis Lovelady, I'll join if you like. Yes, sir, Dennis. I don't know if I have your email address. So if you would send me an email, or if you want to just put it in the chat, that'd be fine. If not, send me an email to oldguyandaDrone@gmail.com. That's one word, oldguyandaDrone@gmail.com. And I see that Chris Hope, somebody put an email in here for me. Where is it? Chris Hope did. Okay, Chris, let me send you a link here. Hang on one second. And let's get the link. I'm not real smooth at doing all this stuff while I'm entertaining at the same time. So
coming right in, got my coffee, making my coffee.
Okay. Pepito's in the house, Mike. I know you.
Pepito! You can't be in the house. Is Pepito here?
Yeah.
Pepito, I gotta talk to you. Let me get my coffee, Pepito. Or should I call you Antonio?
Oh, Chris, I lost your email. I know you put it here. I know you put it in the chat here somewhere. Where is it? I'm getting blind in my old age. Let's see here.
Popito, my boy Popito.
Oh, there it is. Okay, Chris. Now I got it. All right, you turn your camera on whenever you're ready, Mike, and you can.
I'm getting my coffee, Popito.
God, I'm having trouble with this cutting and pasting here tonight. Okay, let's do it this way. Here we go.
Popito.
All right, Chris Hope, I just sent you a link, and Dennis said that he sent me a link. So, Mike, are you there? Let me go ahead.
I'm almost here. I'm almost
there. You are. Okay, good deal. All right.
But I'm not all the way here yet, Mitch. I gotta make my coffee, Popito.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Just give me.
All right. It is way past my bedtime, guys, and let me check my email. I don't see an email from you, Dennis. Did you send one to Old Guy and a Drone? No. Dennis, it says here, old guy at lovelady.com. Is that your email address? Okay. Anyway, Dennis, send me an email to oldguyandaDrone@gmail.com. Just send me an email there, and then I can send you a link. Mike Roche, hang on a second, and I will send you a link. We'd love to have you. So let me do this. And
Papito.
Mike likes Pepito.
My Papito.
Okay, we gotta send.
All right, I'm almost there, Majay. I'm almost here. It's getting coffee time, coffee talk.
You know, Mike, I gotta figure out a more organized way to send out these links.
Yeah.
I did the same thing again. Jeez.
They don't always work, Mitch.
No, I mean I'm cutting and pasting and end up pasting the wrong damn thing. And
Oh yeah,
and,
I think that works. I gotta shut that off. Here you go.
I know how to work computers. I do know how to work computers. Okay, so we got hey, Chris Hope, is that you, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
Okay, we got Chris Hope. Mike Roche, I just sent you a link.
How you doing, Mikey?
Good morning or good afternoon. I mean, good night. Good morning.
Okay,
good
so
good night, Chris.
So Dennis, you
three.
actually have old guy in your email address. Wow, that's terrific.
All right, so I undo that. All right, and it flips around. Here we go. Let's see.
All right, that one's off. Let me see if I missed anybody here. Hiking with Sasquatch Outlaw. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. Tactical Nerd. Hello, above and beyond. Welcome, Dennis. Okay, I sent that off. Mike Roche, your link is off. Dr. Drone is here. Who else? Peter Carroll. Hey, Peter, how are you? How are you, my friend?
Yeah.
It's for you, man. So it's not the middle of the night. You know, Mike and I were talking about what time should we go on. I said, why don't we just do it late so the guys in Australia don't have to stay up all night for us. So anyway, I hope it works out. I hope you enjoy it. I think that's it. I think I got everybody. Mike Sarney. Mike, did you catch him?
No, I didn't. I'm still doing my pop out thing here. I'm slow at this.
Okay, Mike Sarney's in here. And
what's up, Mike?
That's it so far. People are coming in.
Mr. Sarney, what's up, buddy?
And there's Dennis.
There's Dennis.
Howdy.
Oh my God. I'm surprised you even wanted to come on the same show with me, Dennis.
No, play nice. Like my grandmother used to say, she'd say, play nice, kiddies, don't fight.
What's up, Mike Roche?
Hello, buddy.
Hey, Philly Mike.
Right here next to me, so I'm okay.
And did we ever assemble a crowd in a hurry, didn't we?
Yeah, you didn't even wait. You just loaded the screen up, huh?
You guys getting audio from me?
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
Mike. Great.
Okay, good.
Loud and clear.
Yeah.
I only have a little bit, but I just wanted to say hello, you know.
Good to have you. Well, you know, it's been such a busy night on YouTube with Mark Centroid's thing with Rodney, and then everybody jumped over to Ken Hurren, and here we are. So no sleep for any of us.
It's been a good evening.
Sleep is overrated.
That's what they say.
Is that Dennis Lovelady?
That is Dennis Lovelady.
Hi, nice to meet you, Dennis.
Nice to meet you, Mike. Mike, right?
Yeah, Mike.
He looks like a Mike.
Chris Hope.
He does.
What's up, Mr. Roche?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, sir. You doing all right?
I'm good. I love watching your live streams of I think you do sunsets mostly, don't you?
I'm getting to where I do sunrises as well if I can get my butt up out of bed.
That's great, Chris.
You got to do like Michael does. You just don't sleep.
Dude, that's painful, man.
Daddy got to have a little sleep.
Chris, this morning, it was, like I was telling Mitch, it was, oh my freaking God, cold. It wasn't just cold. It was, oh my freaking God, cold. So cold with the fingers. I was telling Mitch, I got into the car and I should have started it up and warmed it up, but I didn't. I went out, I got the drone, popped it up in the air, and the battery gave me 20 minutes safely. And I think by minute 14, I was just feeling my fingers. Oh, not good. Not good.
It looked cold, Mike. I mean, it just looked cold when you took off this morning.
Oh my freaking God, cold. 12 degrees or whatever. I'm sure Dennis will pull out an exact time of how cold it was.
Above and beyond says, how cold was it?
I was surprised to see ice in the river there.
It was so cold, I saw a lawyer with his hands in his own pockets.
That's funny.
Freezing.
That's funny. That's funny, Dennis.
So, well, don't feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
It was 72 this afternoon here in Texas.
Whereabouts in Texas are you?
I live in about an hour and a half east of Dallas, a little old town called Athens.
Okay, well, you should be fairly temperate there, aren't you?
Well, Tuesday it was Tuesday and Wednesday was in the 30s, and then today it was 70.
Really?
So,
yeah.
Yeah, it changes like the wind.
We when I went out for my walk this morning here, it was 50 degrees, and it was 45 yesterday morning, and that was a big cold front for us. But it got up into the upper 70s today, and it's going to be in the 80s here in the next couple of days. So it is Florida, but I'm still wearing a sweatshirt that I put on this morning because it was cold and never took it off all day.
You ain't sweated it out yet, but working out all day?
No. What did I do all day? I think I watched YouTube stuff. It seems like
That's what I did. Other than work.
What a busy YouTube day this has been.
Yeah, sometimes you binge watch, and I get a little worn out. I have to pull myself away and just, my eyes are getting strained from the iPad and all that. I got to turn it off for a while.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Well, I go out. I have a TV out on my little back porch, and I go out there and smoke a cigar, and I get the YouTube on the phone. And I have a Chromecast thing in the TV, right, so I can stream it from my phone to the TV, and I sit there. But the problem with that is, if there's a chat room going on, I'm stuck typing on that tiny little keyboard, and then somebody with a name like Hiking with Sasquatch Outlaw comes along. You've all been there. You know what I'm talking about.
There's what you need, Mitch. Right there.
Everyone poops.
Yeah.
Freaking crazy. Everyone poops.
Oh man,
it's just really. Dan has the greatest lines. He'll just pop into a chat and just go, "I gotta poop." From left field,
That's what my grandson told me last night. I got to poop.
Yeah.
Hey, Cardoso. How are you, my friend? Good to see you.
Cardoso, my brother.
Thanks for stopping by. We got a very, as a friend of mine used to call me, a very effluent and extinguished looking panel here.
Well, I'm glad you didn't throw in distinguished.
No, extinguished. Yes.
Yeah, extinguished.
And
exactly.
effluent. Instead of affluent. You got it. So tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow, I have. I got my transmitter. I got my goggles. And tomorrow, I have a little whoop coming. And I've been playing on a simulator, so I'm going to do my first FPV flight tomorrow and record it for posterity. So it ought to be interesting.
What are you going to use, Mitch? Are you putting a GoPro on the bird or what?
No, I'm just going to for the first one tomorrow. I'm just going to record. I'm going to just the DVR or whatever's in the feed, because it's probably just going to be one little bumping into thing after another. But
no, I don't think so. If you're already flying the way you are in the simulator, you're probably going to be fine on the park.
Yeah, I think that little whoop will be all right. I'm trying to remember the name of what the hell I bought. Something 7. Mike,
Yeah,
what was it?
Mobula 7.
No, not the Mobula.
Not the
It
Mobula
was
7? Oh,
a red one with the aluminum.
oh, right. Oh,
You know why they call it 7, don't you, Mitch?
No, well, I'm
Because
afraid
they were 6 that crashed before it.
Probably. Let me see. I'll tell you what it is. I just gotta look it up here on
There's
my
so
Amazon
many
account.
there's so many of them, man.
Oh, it's really unbelievable.
Did you see that other one that came out, the trash can?
Snapper 7.
Snapper.
Snapper 7 is what it is. Yeah.
Well, that should have been called Snafu 7.
Well, you know, you haven't seen me fly it yet, but it's supposed to be ready to fly. It's got the FR Sky receiver in it, and it's supposed to bind up real quick with the transmitter. And I'll put it into beta flight and check the settings, but it's supposedly all set up. And I don't know how much. It's a little 1S thing, and I don't know how much trouble I can get into with that. But I'm going to be building a Tyro 99, which is a 5-inch quad, and I figure maybe that thing is somewhere on a boat, probably between China and here. You know, you order some from this Banggood company, and it takes a month to get it. Bang. So
yeah,
that's it. Banggood, that's the name of it. Yes. Banggood. Just spell it like it sounds. And
2 G's.
They're huge, though. I mean, God, they have everything. You know, they have women's clothes too. They have everything. It's like Amazon. But it just takes so long to get it, and they don't give you a tracking number either. So you don't know where the hell it is. You just know that it's shipped. So
does it show up with all the yellow tape on it that they sent from China?
I don't know. I haven't gotten anything from them yet. But Amazon had this. I mean, I could have got this drone from GearBest, which is the other one. And it would have taken a month for me to get it. But for like $3 more, I got it on Amazon with free next day shipping. So it doesn't pay not to.
Mitch, why don't you ask Roosevelt if he wants to come in?
Is he here?
Yeah, send him a link.
Yeah. Hey, Roosevelt, you interested? You want to come join us? Say the word, man. Send you a link. We'll see if we can't line up the whole bottom.
Pull him in.
All right.
Let's load up the screen and see if it goes all the way around.
Load him up. And I'll go out and make coffee, and you guys can have some fun. I wanted to fly my little simulator flying on here if it doesn't bore everybody to death. Practice a little of that. I'm waiting for Roosevelt to say he wants to come in. Well, I'll just send him a link anyway. So,
hey, Mike, are your fingers okay?
Oh man, I'm telling you, I've been putting Neosporin on just 6 of my fingers, 3 on each one.
Right.
Did you hear what I said in the beginning with the Band-Aids, Mike?
Yeah.
That is so freaking funny. I don't know. It was the truth. I swear to God. I put Band-Aids on my fingers last night, and I put Neosporin, and I wrapped the cut in the Band-Aid, and then I washed my hands before I went to bed. Worst thing I could have done. So the Band-Aid sat all night long on both fingers, wet as can be, with my front door open at 10 degrees. So when I woke up, I had 6 fingers frozen solid.
How cold did it get? How could it get that cold in your house? Even if
you talk to Sharon about that one. Mitch,
what, if she turned the heat off at night or something?
Mitch, I put the air conditioner on in the wind. Now it's gotten in the winter. It's gotten better since I've lost weight, but I love the cold, but to a point. When it gets below 20, that starts to hurt. But I like it 25, 30. I like it like that.
Wow.
But yeah, so I leave the front door open. I put my heat all the way down, and I open the front door and I just crack it. But last night, man, was it cold. And there was a little wind blowing, so the door must have got blown open. And a nice little draft come in, and my chair is right next to the front door. So it's basically I'm sitting on the front step. And it was fun. I mean, a little exaggeration. I mean, it wasn't freaking ice cubes, but the Band-Aids were stiff.
Man, that's cold.
It was funny. It's something to talk about.
How did Sharon's surgery go?
Well, good, very good. She hasn't been here, which is kind of been nice. Thank God she doesn't watch the show, so I could say, yeah, it's. I don't want to get in too much trouble, but yeah, we needed a break, man. And she's been going through so much pain with her knees. So hopefully that'll take care of that. And but the last couple of days, between the painkillers and then she got that magical time in a month thing, so she's just been miserable. And so it's really good that she's where she's at and I'm here. So that's how she's doing. But other than that, she's doing well.
What did she have done to her knees?
They went in a couple of years ago. She had that meniscus tear thing done where they fix it, but they went back in and it was teared like in 3 spots. So I think I forget the name of it, but they actually cut it out this time. I forget the name of that surgery, but that's what she had done, and so we'll see.
Hey, Richard and Janet Henderson, hello. Thanks for finding us here. How are you tonight? They're Floridians too. They live.
Hey, Dennis, does it get that cold where you're at? Does it get like 20? I'm not sure because Fly Natural is saying it never goes below 40.
Yeah, he's up in Arkansas. Where he lives. It's about like my weather.
Yeah, you don't get real cold either, right, Chris?
This is the coldest we've been. Was Tuesday and Wednesday this whole winter.
Well,
it was like 22 and 24 2 mornings.
Oh, that's cold, dude. That's
cold for us, yeah.
Oh yeah, and that was as cold as it's been.
It's pretty much, Mike. It's been maybe a 28 or 29. Probably on 2 hands. I don't even know if I can make 10 out of it for the whole winter.
Okay, got you.
But it has been wet.
Yeah, that sucks, Chris. That's
got a lot of water.
What part of Texas are you in?
I live in East Texas. We're about
east,
about an hour and a half east of Dallas. Probably about 2 hours from Louisiana.
Gotcha. So you actually weren't far from where I was. I spent almost a year in Bridge City, Texas.
Yeah, down close to Beaumont.
Yeah, Beaumont, and that's probably about 3 hours from where you are.
Yep.
But I loved it. I absolutely loved it. All the people were so nice. Oh my God, such a different from where I came from. Unless it's changed, I don't know. It was like that when I was younger. Yeah. But it just so welcoming and stuff.
People still speak to each other when you walk down the street.
Yeah, exactly. So. Very, very nice.
Mason Kieser. Is that how you pronounce your last name? Mason Kieser's in the house. How are you? I saw you at, I think you're over in Centroid's stream. Saw you over there. Glad you found us. Welcome to this impromptu little hangout. So, Mike, anybody got any words of wisdom for me as far as flying this FPV stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't close your eyes, Mitch.
Yeah. Chris, do you do FPV? I don't know if the other guys are doing it at all. I don't know if Dennis does it, or I know he was trying to get into it, but I don't know if Mike does it either.
I have 2 FPV drones that they've had maybe 5 minutes of use each.
A 5-inch, Dennis, or no?
Yeah, I can go get them if you'd like to see them.
Yeah, I would love to see them. Yeah.
Sure, I'll be back.
I'd like to watch Dennis do FPV.
Yeah.
That would be, that's a whole movie in itself.
Well,
you pay money to see that, wouldn't you?
Roger that.
Chris, I'm telling you from I mean, I'm not even that old. I'm 52, but I'm kind of old. I mean, compared to what these kids nowadays are doing. It's not an old man sport. The FPV is definitely the young guys because
hey.
I'm telling you, man, wait till you do it because you lose balance, you lose your equilibrium goes out the window. It's just I almost fell over a couple. My son was on his face,
really
hysterical laughing. Oh my God, that was just me. You may have a different experience, but it's just it took some time to get used to. Let's just go that route.
You just got to stand still and not move.
Period. Well, I learned that I had to sit.
That's what I'd have to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike Sarney's here. Mike, I watched that that video of you today and got to see.
Oh, he's got the box. Dennis has a box. That's a new
See
one.
Bucks County. Oh, look at that. Here,
This is the-
let me go ahead, Dennis. I made you the star, so hold it up. What is it?
This is the Ishin E22, I think.
Oh, I've never seen that one before.
Is that a camera drone, a stabilized, or can you fly it in acro mode?
No, this is an acro drone.
Oh, cool. It's big.
Or it's actually acro capable, actually. It's not full-time acro. It doesn't have GPS, but it does have stabilization if you want it.
Oh, okay. That's a question I wanted to ask some of you guys who know
That's
something.
actually a good way to do it.
Yeah.
You guys know more about FPV, and I could probably look this up, but the only question that I have is the different. There's a couple of different mode names that I kind of noticed, and I'm not real familiar with them. There was one called air mode. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, air
What
mode.
What does that mean?
You want to have that on. What air mode is it spins the prop slowly so that you don't fall like a rock when you're out. So basically what it does is, oh yeah, that's the little guy.
This is the Holloway E902.
Flying that. What's the name of that one, Dennis?
Holloway 903H. So.
Yes, Asgard just did a review on that one.
Oh, right. The one, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a 90-mile-an-hour bird, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Hey, you guys, I gotta head out. I just wanted to stop in, check in for a few minutes
Oh, hey, well, that's
great
great.
to meet
That's
you,
great,
Mike.
Mike. Good to see you. Thanks.
Mike,
Nice
nice to
thanks
meet
for
you.
stopping
here.
by.
Person, Chris, and
Michael,
Dennis.
good night.
I'll catch you guys next time.
Sounds
Good
good.
night, Michael.
Have a good one.
All right,
brother.
Take care, buddy.
I believe that it's a 90-mile-an-hour, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's a fast one anyway. That's for sure.
Oh, that's crazy. And it's tiny.
I know.
Wow.
Oh, look out, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
This one is true FPV.
That's
And,
fun.
sorry.
Lovely Lisa Warrior Queen. Hello from Oregon, she says. Hello, lovely Lisa. How are you? Thanks for stopping by and visiting with a bunch of old men here.
Hey.
Old men plus me.
Old men and Chris.
Well, me and Mike's the same age.
There you go. So we're the young old men.
You're the young old man. Hey, Chris, did you see what Rodney did to his beard?
I seen what Rodney did, but I'm gonna hold off. I'm on a 6-month challenge. I like 30 days now.
He lost control of that Phantom. That's what happened.
No,
Yeah.
man, I hardly recognize. Honest to God, I hardly recognized him.
He didn't look the same at all. Which I've known him with a beard, never without one.
But my beard, I keep it. This is long for me. I like to keep it close cropped, but I've had this beard since 1970. So I'm going on almost 50 years with this beard, and there's not a living soul other than my sister on the planet Earth that has seen, that I know that I'm still in touch with, that has seen me without a beard. Not my children, neither of my ex-wives, none of them ever saw me without a beard. And I'm so afraid to shave it off because God knows what. It's not that it's that long, but I don't. It becomes such a part of you. But I can't.
What's under there?
I couldn't handle it all scratch. I couldn't handle it. If it gets any longer than this, I start scratching it and picking food out of it. Although that is an advantage because you have saved some dessert.
I had a snack about 30 minutes ago, actually.
Yeah, leftover from dinner, right?
Yeah, Mexican food. Yeah, tortilla hung up in there. Now, as a kid at work, it's got a beard and he's 30 years old, and it's red, and it looks cool, and he kind of challenged me to grow one. So I took him up on it, and I haven't shaved in almost 6 months.
Wow.
Was that all really?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
That's
I had it at spin up, Dennis.
That's crazy.
I started in October, so.
Well, Roosevelt asked me if I was going to go to spin up this year. And, I would like to. I would like to. I think spin up this year is going to be an absolute zoo, though. What do you guys think? I think there's going to be 4 times as many people as went last year.
You need to make it a little cheaper. I mean, I think it's a lot out of price range for a lot of normal guys. I think it was a couple $100 last year. If he can make it maybe $100,
towards the end, Mike, it did get cheaper. You could. I got a code off Ed Ricker's website, and I got it for about $130.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it comes down.
Cool.
But then you got travel, you got hotels. And,
that's what I mean. Yeah, that's it. It's. I mean, I guess for us, it's a couple $100 for plane fare, a couple $100 to stay in a hotel.
Yeah, unless we can get Mel to swing around and pick us all up in the mobile command post.
Mel doesn't have the Flying Hilton anymore.
The mobile command post?
No.
He got rid of it.
Yeah, he sold it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, he'll just have to get another one, Somebody's going to have to
tell him tomorrow, hey, bud.
Call him and tell him that, a lot of guys are counting on him to train to take us to spin up next year.
He said last night.
Nice.
Yeah, he said last night he's fixing to start hauling travel trailers.
Really?
For people.
Oh, really?
He could have one. He's going to pull them with his 1 ton.
Hey, Anthony Benson, how are you? I see. Said I noticed you came in. How are you, my friend? And who else came in here that I missed? Don't want to miss people. I know how when I come into a chat and they miss me, I get pissed. So I don't want to piss. I don't want anybody else to be unhappy with me. Right? Isn't that right, Mike?
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
Of course not.
No.
Yeah. Why should you be any different? Drone tread on me. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'll tell you what, you guys talk. I'm going to try to fire up this simulator.
That's no fun for us. We just
okay, then I won't fire up the simulator.
If you want, it's your show.
Fired up, crashing into a wall.
Yeah, I thought maybe.
Is there any way we could fly, Mitch? That would be cool.
Other than that thing that Ken Herron's doing with the guy from Israel, I don't know. If you could figure out if there was some way to send just a USB connection, if there was some kind of gizmo where you could connect you by a USB over the internet, then you could do that.
Well, how are they doing it? How is that guy doing it? Where that?
Oh, he's got all kinds of proprietary software using the cellular networks that they spent a bunch of money developing that. Somebody's poured a lot of money in that thing, and I can't see where that business model is going to really make anybody a lot of money, but. Anyway, Austin Powers in the house. Hello, how are you, my friend?
Austin Powers is in the house.
Austin Powers.
A name, I'll tell you, these names are so awesome.
Yeah, we made him a moderator. Everybody's a moderator here. That way, when we get spammers, man, they don't last 2 seconds. Remember the last time, Mike? We got attacked by the trolls.
They killed you. Don't bring them on, Mitch. You're bringing them on.
I don't know what I did to bring them on, but Jesus, it was something. I mean, it was. You know how a fast chat looks. Who did we lose? We lost Mikey. Mike, where'd you go? Let's hit the wrong button. He'll be back.
He'll be back.
Yeah, he can't stay away for long.
No, Mike likes the live chats, but where is he? Mike.
That was me, Mitch.
What happened? I was just going to call you.
That was me. I'm good at this shit. Now I pulled up a link and I clicked on the link and it opened the window and I'm like, oh, let me go to this site. You can't do it when you're on Hangout. Hey, learn from your mistakes, right?
Hey, listen, I'm afraid to click on some things too.
Yeah. That's why I do the phone. If you do the phone thing, I let the screen do that, and I chat and talk to people with the phone. So totally, you can't get in any trouble that way.
yeah, I know what you mean. But no, I like this setup. I'm not really using all the stuff when you do the Hangouts chats. Basically, you just take the picture that OBS gives you and you use it as a camera for Hangouts, but everything is controlled in Hangouts on this thing. I mean, I can bring the gorilla in and all that other stuff, but it's
the gorilla.
the gorilla, yeah. But I have to. It's a lot. It's a lot of technical stuff. But I like technical stuff. If I didn't like technical stuff, I would just do the other way. You know, I wouldn't have a green screen behind me. I'd have, you'd see the bathroom door behind me, and that would be it. You know.
So, pardon the question from the uninitiated, but what is the gorilla?
Oh, Dennis.
On the gorilla. Oh, you had to ask.
Oh,
Yeah,
Dennis.
you're about to see the gorilla.
All right, let's bring the monkey in here, and
just keep him off of my shoulders. I have enough monkeys on my shoulders.
now he's only going to show up. He's only going to show up in my picture. There you go, Dennis.
Before. I forgot about him.
There's the monkey.
Yeah.
And we can. I like to move the microphone so it looks like the monkey's sitting on the microphone. See. And I've actually. It's funny because a couple people have actually seriously said in the chat, "Is that a real monkey?"
Yeah, that's real.
And if I could, I'd have a pet monkey if I could get one that would just sit there like that and look around every once in a while.
I had a pet monkey.
No, really?
I did, yeah, back in the 70s. I did. A cinnamon capuchin ringtail.
Wow, I heard they're hard to keep up with, aren't they?
They are.
They're like kids. They're like 2-year-olds.
Just like kids.
Yeah. Wow. How long did you have it?
Not through one winter, because I was poor, and we were living with our in-laws, my in-laws rather, not her in-laws, her parents, and they didn't like having that monkey in their house. So one day when we had gone out to some event in January, they put the monkey in a car outside that was cold, and she got pneumonia and died.
Oh.
Yeah. So she was a little bit less than a year and a half old.
Wow.
They can get dangerous too, can't they, Dennis?
You mean like turn on you, that kind of thing?
Yeah. I heard some stories. I guess it wasn't big enough to hurt you, though.
Well, I imagine any wild animal, if they, a little cat can turn on you and hurt you badly, right?
Yeah. So I thought that there's a lot of places where they're illegal, where you can't have them as pets.
Well, I don't think you can get one anymore, but in the 70s you could.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, AJ Alvarez is here. Mike, you ever watch any of AJ's videos?
I don't think so. Let me see. I probably subscribed to him. Let me check it out.
AJ Alvarez. He's. I think AJ, you're up in New York, aren't you? I think you're in New York. And
hey, AJ, I got you, buddy.
Yeah, and we talked about AJ before, Mike. He's the guy that does 35 things at the same time. He's the guy that has 2 drones in the air. He's got a Hero 7 and a Osmo Pocket going on 2 different sticks, and he's on a skateboard towing a bicycle behind him, all at the same time.
Yes, but can he pat his head and rub?
He does. And then I saw that he put one up today where he was. I didn't get a chance to see the video, but I think in the description it says something about having 4 drones in the air at one time.
Oh my goodness!
So I got to check that out. But it's Tiny Cardoso says tiny little monkey. I can make him as big as you want him. I just made him that size so he doesn't take up the whole screen. So you're in Jacksonville. AJ, why did I get the idea that you were in New York? Because in the last video you did, I saw a beach, and I said that looks like Florida. But then I'm saying, why did I get the? Well, did you used to live in New York?
It was Florida.
Jacksonville. There's so many people on YouTube, and I'm so new at it, and I've met so many people in such a short period of time. I'm swimming, trying to keep everybody separate. Mike, you know what I mean?
It's total overload. I was calling Rodney Bell Roger and for months, you know, and I knew what I wanted to say, but I'm just getting everybody's names mixed up and Rodney Bell and the other Rodney get mixing the two Rodney together, and it's just
Yeah,
it's
I
just
was calling Star Cop Terry. I don't even know a Terry.
Yeah,
he's Rick.
Rick, Rick, and you know, you guys that have your names, Dennis, Chris, it's easy. It's easy.
Yes, it is easier.
And I don't know why that I wanted to kind of have a brand instead of a name, because so I came up with this old guy shtick. But most people, I don't make any bones about my name being Mitch, and most people say, "Hey, Mitch," in the chats, and sometimes that's good because it's personal. Other times, unless you type the whole name with the @ sign, it doesn't light up red, and you miss it because you can't look away from. You go to a thing like Ken Heron's, and that chat goes by so fast it makes your head spin. You can't, you have to just kind of watch for the red and figure that might. So I don't even, when I watch Ken's show, I don't even chat anymore. If I see somebody in particular I want to maybe say something to, I might do that. But other than that, I don't chat. I'll tell you one thing I noticed above and beyond. What's your first name? So I can put it in my list here, because, my friend, I live in Melbourne. So, I mean, you could probably leave your house right now and be here in 5 minutes. That's how close you are to me. Because Palm Bay is the next little town down from Melbourne. And I knew that he was in Palm Bay because there's a I-95 interchange that's under construction right down the road here. And they're building one right up here too. So I had seen a video of his down there and put in a comment that I'm up in Melbourne. Oh, he knows I do. Yeah. Jim. Okay. Good. So now I'm cheating. I am actually trying to keep a little cheat sheet here of people's first names so I can dazzle them with my memory the next time that I see them.
What's up, Mr. Jim Wallace?
Jim Wallace, how are you, my friend? He's been a busy guy tonight too. He's been following everybody around. So what else is new here? Mike, you went dark. Something went dark there for a second.
Dark for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it froze on my side too.
Oh, I think it was you. Well, who knows? Well, I'll tell you what, guys. You guys talk. I'm gonna fly my little simulator here.
Well, do we get to watch, Mitch, or we
get? Yeah, you'll get to see it. Right. Yeah, I mean,
I was sitting here and I got the other screen up, so I'm trying to put YouTube on that screen so I can read chats and stuff.
But I'm gonna plug this. I'm gonna plug this USB thing into the computer, so if everybody disappears and the whole thing shuts down, good night. It was great fun.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Because the last time Ken Heron tried to do this, you remember watching his show? What happened? He lost all of his sound when he did it. So I'll be able to get it back. So if all of a sudden everything stops working, stick with me. I'll get it back. Okay. Can you still hear me?
Can't hear you, Mitch. You disappeared.
No, don't pull my leg.
Totally gone.
No, I don't believe
your head.
I don't believe you.
The monkey's running the show.
Yeah. Nope, we can't hear you.
Why do you think I got the monkey? I'm training him for that. All right, I got a joystick for that. Okay, so we have so far so good. Now I got to open the simulator, which, as you know, is not a low power program. This thing eats up computer power. So where is it? Here it is. All right, so we get the simulator running.
So what simulator is this?
It's the VelociDrone. It costs $20.
Is this the one like
outrageous?
Like the one Centroid playing with?
I don't know which one he's using. He asked me which one I was using, but then when
free ones, Dennis, you don't have to. There is a few free ones. You don't have to spend that money.
$20. It kills me with all the money that these stupid drones cost. For $20
a corner somewhere.
It's easy to justify. My friend was telling me that all hobbies, that they have their accessories, and the accessories end up costing as much as the original thing that you.
Absolutely.
There's no doubt.
He was telling me about a guy that was a bow hunter, a friend of his, and he'd done something. He broke an arrow. He said, "There goes another $1."
Another $1.
Another buck. Yeah. What I want to try to do here is I got to go into. I want you guys to be able to hear the motor too. And the last time I did it, I didn't have that set up right. So I think you got to go into the system sound, and you got to go down to where it says applications, app volume, and I got to find the simulator. Drone, and it looks like it's being sent to the right place. So you may hear the sound. So let me know if you hear the sound or if you don't hear the sound. So I want to select the model. So what I got to do is transition it over so you can see the simulator here, and then I'm going to go into my Hangouts and pin my screen so that you guys can keep talking. It just won't switch to you when you talk. Okay. And we're going to take the coastal scene. We're going to go select scenery. You see what's going on? Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Loading. Now, can you hear that?
No.
You can't hear it, or you can hear it?
No, sir, cannot.
Cannot hear it. Can't hear it. Okay, so let's see let me go back and check this one setting again. I mean, it'll still work if you can't hear it. You'll see it, but when you hear the motor, it makes it more real. So we got the sound here, and we go into app volume preferences. So Velocidrone. What are my choices here? Looks like it's set to where it should be. So what the hell? I'm just gonna fly it. So you guys feel free to throw some advice at me, okay?
Dennis, where do you have your lighting at? Is your lighting behind you or in front of you? Because you got really good above you.
Yeah.
I have.
I have screwed up.
You talking to me, Mike?
No, I was talking to Dennis.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go.
Okay, it's right above you. Okay. I got to figure out. I mean, I'm going to wind up moving everything anyway, but I can't.
You can't hear this, huh?
Blown out. And I found out that the light was coming from the screen itself. So I lowered all my freaking brightness all the way down. And if I turn the other screen on, I get hit from that side. So it's just in a bad spot. But you guys somehow have mastered the lighting thing because your faces look perfect.
My face
yeah, right.
Now you're fine too, Chris. You're not blown out.
No, I have 8 LED floodlights up here.
Oh, okay. But it seems like my face is just all white.
Well, you need some sun, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. You need to talk to the big guy because he needs to put some of that sun down here. For the love of God, man. It's freezing. Freezing. We get a little light, but today was a beautiful day, but you can't go outside. It's just too cold. Here goes Pepito. What a name. What a name. Pepito. Dennis, do you know what Pepito means?
I don't.
I had to actually look it up today.
What does it mean?
I can't believe I know something that Dennis doesn't. I should just hold on to this for a while.
What does it mean?
From what I saw, and I'll probably be wrong, it meant daddy. Daddy.
Really?
Really? Wow.
Yeah, daddy in Spanish.
Papi Pepito.
Pepito. And then there's Pepita. So I thought it was man and woman first off, but so he's going to have to tell me what Pepita means. And I think it's the woman version of daddy, and Pepito is daddy. Yeah, and I guess I should know that from Sharon being Spanish, but I didn't. But I get a kick out of his name, in case anybody doesn't know, because his little sign, it's a little freaking bird, a little Tweety bird with the little name. And, you know, you just see this little thing pop up. It just makes me feel good. Now, he said, nah. So am I wrong, Pepito? What's it mean?
Whoa. So what do you think, Mike? I haven't crashed yet.
Fly through something, Mitch.
Yeah. Oh, whoa, no, there we go. Okay.
Oh, in a wall.
Okay. All right.
Just stay away from those
you don't
light
know
poles,
crap.
Mitch.
Well, you know what, man? I'm not ready to fly. Here we go. Up through that. How was that?
Oh, no. You still don't know something that Dennis doesn't. It's the name of my... No, I know that. I know it's the name of his rescue bird, but what does it mean? What's the word Pepito mean? Or maybe he doesn't know. He just named it frickin' Pepito. Google Pepito. You cursed it. Yeah, no, it's the name of his rescue bird. He originally named it Pepita, and then when it started to talk, he had to change the name to Pepito.
You got a deeper tweet? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And then a lower tweet.
Got a little lower tweet.
You're confused with Papito. Oh, maybe I am. Oh,
Poppy.
Yeah, Poppito. Yeah.
Poppy.
Poppy. They call him Poppy, don't they?
Yeah.
yes, I am. I'm sorry, Pepito.
Whoa. Hit it again. Yeah, I love this. When you crash, you get another shot at it.
Oh, yes. Oh, perfect, though. That's, you know, I should have freaking looked at it. Now I got to look at my Google thing. Puerto Rican, Espanol, USA, Papito. Literally means little daddy. Oh, Papito. Yeah, but his name is Papito. Yeah, that's what I pulled up. Little daddy. Special man boy in your life. Yes.
There's your Spanish lesson for the day.
Yeah, that's what I got too when I pulled it up. But he said Pepito.
Hey, guys,
Puppy.
I'm crashing more and more here.
Oh, you doing pretty good, Mitch.
I think it's getting late.
He is doing good, Chris, because have you ever tried this game?
Nope.
Okay. What he's doing took me about a week just to get to that point. I could not hover it. It's really hard. So first time he used it, he was flying around the place. So you could tell he's a pilot.
Well, I'm an RC pilot, but this is different, though. You got to get used to a lot of...
You're a real pilot. That's
that too, but it's still, this is definitely different.
Yeah, he used to use the fly. If he flies a helicopter, he understands the sticks and the dynamics of things. So
he can crash this and get away with it, though.
Yeah, exactly right. He don't die.
Okay. There you go. Go under that.
Boy's name. Pepito is a boy's name. There you go.
Oh, damn. Let me get out of here.
Oh, gotcha, Pepito. I hear you. Good. Pepe becomes Pepito. Pedro becomes Peprito. Oh, I'm learning a lot. Okay. Which sim is it? It's Velocidrome, Cardosa, or Above and Beyond.
Hey, Pusa Studios come in. How you doing over
Good
there,
one, Dennis.
Andrew?
Oh, Andrew, how you doing, man? Everybody heard that Mitch is flying. They want to see me crash.
Yeah, as long as there are no light poles in here, I'm comfortable.
Yeah. Hey, you got to be able. That could happen to anybody, dude. Anybody. You wouldn't be the first one to smash a drone.
Ships, cranes, buildings.
Yeah.
No light poles. Trees are fine.
And I'll bet, Dennis, you went over that flight 1,000 times in your head. What you could have done different, what you should have done different. You didn't beat yourself up a little bit. Come on.
Nope, I know exactly what I did wrong. And
yeah, you flew that day.
I flew that day. I turned two things, really. I turned the sensors off.
Oh, well, obviously. I don't know why guys do that. Why do they do that?
Well, I did that because with this phone, I was doing a live stream. And with this phone, it's so irritating because the noise reduction, this is a Samsung phone, and the noise reduction is anytime there's a loud sound, it completely blocks my voice. So I decided to turn the sensors off because I was flying around these live oak trees that were so very close.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's, and then I didn't turn it back on.
That was the second mistake.
No, that was the first. That was really, I still consider that the first thing I did wrong. But then the next thing that I did wrong was that I was guiding. I couldn't see it out there on the field. I knew it was out there, but I couldn't see it. And so I switched to the map view and brought it home. Well, the reason I couldn't see it was because it was behind a light pole.
Gotcha.
And I headed it straight for home, which is exactly straight for that light pole.
But you know, we all do that. I do that a lot too. When I look at the map view to fly, because you can see street numbers, street signs, neighborhoods. So a lot of times when I'll do my side move, I'll look at that map because you could see the orientation of the craft, and I'll fly through that. But you got to make sure you're high enough, because your eyes can only look at one thing at a time.
Yeah, I know.
You can't. I wish you could take them off and put one eye on one place and one eye on the other, but it don't work that way.
Right. So somebody asked me on Canadian Drone Hub, I don't know, on some live show, do you think it would have helped to hit return to home? And at first I said, no, I don't think so, because it would have still gone the same direction. But then I thought, oh yeah, it would, because they pointed out it would have climbed to the return to home height, which would have been.
I lost you there. What was your return to height set for?
80 feet.
Were the poles taller than 8? I think you would have cleared them now, or
I would have cleared them. That's the point.
Okay.
If I had hit return to home.
Yeah.
But I didn't. I don't feel like, I know exactly what I did wrong, and I learned.
I'll tell you what, though, you'll never make that mistake again, Dennis. When you turn your things off, you will something's going to click to go, oh shit, I better turn them sensors back on. That at the very least, that'll happen next time, because you're going through a lot of pain. With any luck, it'll take 6 months for them to get you back. The longer it takes, the more they're going to pound home that learning experience.
I'm back. I had enough. I see Pusa was in here. Is he still here? Is he gone?
Nah, he's still in here.
Yeah. Andrew, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
I'm losing you, mentioning that, but
what's that?
And I still have the Mavic Pro, so I'm okay.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, speaking of the Mavic Pro, has anybody seen the Spike's video with he modding his Mavic Pro?
Yeah, it's red, and it's a Ferrari.
He hasn't released the video yet, has he, Mike? Of when he flew it and all that. I think he said he was working on it today.
He is. He's working on an awesome thing. But in the video that he released already, in his description, if you look at the description and you tap on that, it's actually sends you to the place that has that mod where you can download the mod. And I think he was explaining it to me tonight. You get to do it all to downgrade your bird in that all for free, and then to actually get into it and start playing with the stuff, I think it's $20 for that version. And Oz by Drone was talking about it the other night on one of these live streams as well, where they're coming out with this, and this is right down your aisle, Dennis, because it was all guys just like you that did all the coding, that created something to where you spend the $29 or whatever it is, and you literally plug your bird into the computer, and it does it all. You just turn it on, and it's so no more to undo this zip, undo that zip, put this folder in there. It's just one click. You click on it, boom, your bird gets upgraded, which is pretty awesome. And the responsible thing that they did was they didn't go nuts and take out all the no-fly zones, which is good. I'm glad they kind of kept that in, because now you don't have to feel like you're such a pirate, because these kids, there's a lot of people that are really irresponsible. So I guess they covered that area too. They left the airports in, they left schools, no-fly zones places. And so that's pretty cool. And so you can take away the heights, which again, you're gonna have to be careful with that. But it's good for changing the speeds, the angle of your stuff. That's why I'm interested in it.
You want to turn your Mavic 2 into a race drone?
No, not so much, but I want to be able to just tweak some of the things that I'm comfortable with that would help, that would make me a better flyer. You know, some of them I would actually tweak down. I wouldn't put up. I wanted to move slower when I yaw to the side.
The sticks slowing down would be
really
good.
Not only the other way, you know. Now, you know, the height stuff we can already do. I mean, they allow you to do that in the Go 4 app. You know, we don't have to stay at 400 feet if you don't want. You can put it to 500 meters. You should, but I mean, that's already there. Why somebody would want to go to 3,000 feet, I don't understand.
No, I don't either.
And
I didn't realize that was any change other than the skin. I thought he just sorry.
Yeah, I'm popping in and out, Dennis. Are you popping too?
Yeah, I didn't realize I was talking over you. No, I didn't know that Spike's modification was anything other than a skin. I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he went in and did the whole deal, Dennis. The software mod on the firmware.
Yeah.
So I thought I had watched all of his videos, but I guess I missed that.
Yeah, you know, he hasn't put that video out yet. The last time he had a live stream, he held up the drone and said, "This is what he's doing."
Oh, okay. Now I haven't watched a lot of his live streams because they tend to go for
same here. Yeah, I bail out after a short period of time. But no, he made a video that he did put out showing the mod on the screen, but he didn't really do anything. But what I was saying is, in the link, if you tap on that link, he actually put the link in the description, which I didn't know about. So sometime soon I'll try it with one of my old Mavics just to see what it's like. It's the older version though. It's not the 2.0 version.
Well,
I think it's the 1.8 version. So it's a little harder to do, but the new version, it will literally be plug and play. You plug it in and boom, you got a different drone. And what's nice about it is they made it so you would appreciate this. They made little settings down the bottom that are called Mavic Plus, Mavic Standard, Mavic Regular. You just tap on it and it changes all the settings for you.
Oh my goodness.
So they wrote all that in the code. So you can literally just pick what kind of drone you want to have. You want to have the Plus version, the right. So it's kind of cool.
You want to make sure your drone's out of warranty though.
Oh yeah.
Mine is.
Yeah.
Because I don't think DJI'd look too kindly when they start looking at the logs and everything. If you had an accident,
State Farm doesn't care. You know what you
No,
do.
State Farm wouldn't care at all. That's the beautiful part about that.
So far, they seem like they're going to take care of me. They say that they will, you know. So,
Dennis, I'm wondering if you would have told them, hey, let's say you didn't put DJI in a loop. If you would have called them and said, hey, I smashed my drone, it's in pieces. Do you want me to send it to you guys, or what would you like me to do with it? What do you think?
Well, if I were prone to lie, I would have told them that it fell in a lake and it was not recoverable.
Yeah, but no, don't say that. That didn't happen. Tell them the truth. You smashed your drone.
Well, that wouldn't be the truth.
Isn't that what you did?
Well, yeah, it got a headache for sure.
No, that's not the absolute truth. You smashed your drone, it doesn't fly, and would you like me to send it to you? Here's what it's worth. Here's the receipt. You want me
I did all that, and they said, they asked if I had it, you know, were you able to retrieve it? And I said, yes, here in my hand. And
correct.
They said, so we need to get an estimate for repair.
Gotcha.
They didn't ask any more questions after that. They began to take control. Okay, we need to get an estimate for.
You could say to them, "No, this is what it cost." The receipt for okay.
Yeah, if you had just told them, well, it's gone, don't have it, then they would have paid. But
yeah, but that's lying, and I wouldn't.
Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. I mean, either way, it's going to get taken care of. Either DJI is going to fix it, or they're going to pay for it, or something.
Yeah, it's just the time. That's all. I'm trying to figure out a way to get it done a little quicker. But if they want an estimate, then it's up to you to find the estimate. And the only way to do that is to go to DJI.
Well, that's the most official way to do it. Yeah, I could have sent it to Carolina Drones or
correct
a few other places, but It'll be at DJI tomorrow, and they will respond as quickly as they respond. That's what I know.
Where do you send it? Where do you send it to? China or
California?
No, it's
California.
California. Cerritos, I think Cerritos, California.
So they actually have a repair facility here in this country. You don't
They
have to
do,
go back to
yes.
China. Well, that helps a little bit.
Yeah. I had a Spark that had an accident with a tree, and it fell 80 feet.
Oh,
And
ouch.
it broke a leg, and I think the process took about 2.5 weeks, all told, from me mailing it until I got the other one back.
That's not too bad.
That's not bad. That was DJI Care Refresh. I don't know if they give Care Refresh priority, or I don't know.
Now, what did Paul run across, Dennis? He said that when he put his in, there was something where he could have said you pay a certain amount and you skip over. Yeah, what was that? I have no idea what he's talking about. Never heard that.
It's express service is what they called it. Now, I'd never heard of this, but apparently if you have refresh, you send through the normal channels. It's still going to take a week for it to get to California, or 3 days, whatever it is. And then once they get it, they have it in their hands, they will contact you and ask if you want to have express service. Apparently, this is not experience that I have. I only know what Paul has explained to me. And he chose to get the express service. And so they don't go through the evaluation process at all. Just you pay a fee for the express service and they send you a drone right away.
Correct.
So Paul didn't get his drone back. He got a replacement.
He got a refurbished drone. Yes.
Gotcha.
Isn't that the way they usually do it? Don't they usually send you?
That's what they.
Well, with refresh, my experience with the Spark was that they estimated and they said, okay, it's going to cost this much money to repair it, or you can use your refresh, one of your 2 refresh cycles, right? And it'll cost you $79 to replace it.
Yeah.
And did they give you an estimate on what it would cost to repair it?
Yeah, they did. I don't recall what it was.
I've heard cases where it's been much less money than you would ever expect.
It was less to repair it. In that case, it was just a broken leg, and it was less to repair it than it cost me to replace it under the refresh program.
Really?
It was. So that means under $79, but I can't recall what the amount was.
Where did I hear it? Somebody was talking about they crashed their drone into a tree and broke the leg and broke the gimbal and the camera and sent it back, and the whole estimate was like $200.
I've heard it too. I've heard stories of that too.
Yeah,
very, very cheap to get it all fixed. But from what I hear, that what they basically do is take your drone, whatever the problem is, and put it aside, do whatever they have to do to fix it. But then they ship you a refurbished one anyway. And the one that I shipped back, I marked all different parts of the drone to see if I would get the same drone back. And I did not get my drone back. And I forget what was wrong with it, but I got a refurbished drone. I mean, it ran perfect, so I was happy with it. But it kind of, I guess for a turnaround, it's the quickest and easiest thing to do.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Mike.
Fixed them.
I think that's what's being said in the chat as well, but I'm not keeping up. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, they
pull it off the shelf and send it off, which is what they should do anyway. I guess, right?
Well, have you ever bought? You go out to buy a brand new something, camera, cell phone, whatever, and you see they have what they call factory refurbished ones, and they're half the price. And I've bought a lot of those things, and every time I've gotten one, they were like brand new, not a mark on them. They came with a brand new warranty, and they worked like a new thing. So
sometimes they're actually better because they're being tested to where
maybe
in a box and you don't know if it works. These are actually being put through a little bit of testing to make sure it's refurbished. They put all the new plastic on it, so at least somebody did something with it. But if you're funny that way, you don't want nobody touching it. then you get, you want a brand new one. But
the minute you open the box and take it out and get a fingerprint on it, you got the same thing.
yeah, basically, yeah.
If you go to the store and buy something, you don't know that you're getting a
You're
brand
right.
new one either.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Because at Best Buy, people return shit, and sometimes they just put it right back on the shelves. I've actually
Let
seen.
me say, Chris Hope's telling me he's got to run. So let me say, thanks for coming in. And,
Good to see you, Chris.
Good
You
to
too,
see you.
Dennis. Mitch, thank you, sir.
You're
Michael, have a
welcome.
good evening.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Y'all have a good evening.
You too. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. You could. Where do you pull that up?
There's a chat. There's a little chat thing
Cool.
up in the upper left-hand corner.
I see it. I see it. I see it. Oh,
And what happens, I don't know if you saw it, but the little bubble came up. That's the first time I ever saw that because I've never used the chat feature.
you know what? I've used it before, but nobody's ever answered me. So I figured it was just dead, because I have wrote in it before, but nobody ever responded. So
I saw it, and in order to respond to it, you have to really interrupt somebody, which isn't really polite.
I don't know, Lloyd. I have no freaking idea.
Hey, Lloyd Mendenhall. Hey, Lloyd, how are you, my friend? Good to see you.
I don't want to type, so I'm answering like the chats on speaker, so I don't have to type.
Yeah.
I'm the slowest typer. Oh my god! I got my password and my my login. I got that down perfect. I can get that in. But if I got to start typing names and where's the at, where's the apostrophe?
I hate that. That's why when I with my cell phone, I just hate it. I type in the at. You gotta change. You gotta shift the whole other keyboard thing. Yeah. So what are your plans for tomorrow morning, Mike? You going out crack of dawn again?
I don't actually. Tomorrow I got such a busy day in the morning. I got a meeting, then I got an appointment. So I'm trying to cancel everything because I don't want to do anything. I just want to go see Sharon. She's breaking in for me to go see her. So you may see a flight from Jersey tomorrow morning.
Well, that'd be different.
Yeah. I'm getting a little sick of the city. We'll see.
I don't. I mean, every time
it's just so cold. It's not cold. It's not fun.
I told you I don't get sick of it because I grew up there, and every time I watch your videos, it takes me back to being a kid again.
Yeah, but I'm freezing. For a month or two, it's okay, but then it's like, oh my god, come on, it's enough. It's enough. And I think we're getting that all week. This week is just horrible. I think Sunday looks good though, Dennis. Sunday we might have a good day.
You might.
You're in Alabama, Dennis, or Georgia. Where are you?
I'm in Georgia. Yeah.
Near Atlanta.
Near Atlanta area. Yeah, I'm in Peachtree City, Georgia. I'm just checking now, but the last I checked, not looking good for Sunday.
Oh, that's hitting you first.
80% chance of storms.
Oh.
Did you get any of that bad weather that tore up Alabama up where you are?
I don't know. I was driving back from Florida at the time. So, but I do know we got 1.5 inches of rain.
Did you? Yeah. That was something.
That's quite a bit, but it's not excessive, right? So I don't know. I don't see any damage around either. No limbs down or anything. I have this huge oak tree that always likes to drop pretty substantial limbs anytime there's a windstorm.
Wow.
And nothing this time, but I don't know.
Hey, Dennis, 100% rain Sunday in Philly. How wrong was I? 15 mile an hour winds, 100% rain Sunday, and from Saturday all the way to Monday. But Saturday looks great. So maybe we could do something Saturday, record it, and then play it on Sunday.
Yeah, there you go. Record the next good looking sunrise you have.
Yeah.
Go on there Sunday morning with it.
On Saturday. That's what I was doing for my 90-day strike.
Yeah, I'm looking at the hour by hour, and although we only have a 30% chance of rain between 7 and 8 o'clock,
you may actually get something. You may get
it's still 100% cloudy.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna suck.
I might do something inside the house.
Oh, damn it! I don't. Earlier in the week, it looked great. So I just kind
I
of
know. I can't tell you how many weeks we've had beautiful Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday it's storming.
Yeah.
Oh, goes without saying.
Yeah.
Well, that sunrise that you had this morning, even though it started off looking cold and dreary, the colors towards the end there, Mike, really came out.
Let me ask the camera guy something, and anybody that's in the chat, if they know. So somebody had said something to me about the camera, and I don't know anything about it. So let me know if this is true. They were concerned that by staring into the sun or a sunset or a sunrise, that I was screwing up my camera lens. Because I don't use any ND filters, I don't use any of that. It's just the drone. Am I screwing up, or can it screw up the camera by staring into the sun?
It can hurt the electronics, the sensor.
It can hurt the sensor.
It can hurt the sensor.
Well, that's not good.
But that's like burning the retina in your eyes.
Exactly like.
But if you got a big enough filter on it, and if you have a camera like your P4 that has f-stops, and you stop it down, then that way you can limit the amount of light that hits the sensor and darken everything. But
right.
I don't know with the Mavic 2 Pro you could, but Dennis, you sound like you know more about that than I do. If you were to throw like a 16 ND filter on there and stop it to f11 and point it in the sun, do you think you'd still get some damage to it?
I would imagine. I'm not an expert either, Mitch, but
why are we doing it? Why are we doing it, dude? All of us are like, oh, look at this, we're destroying our freaking cameras then.
Oh, I don't think there's a problem with sunrise and sunset because it's such a limited. I mean,
yeah,
I'm talking about the noon sun, right? If you were, you're not going to be able to see the noon sun, but the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock sun, you can still point your camera at that. I wouldn't do that.
Correct. But
I also wouldn't do any clips.
No what?
I would not do any clips.
Clips. Oh, in eclipse clips.
Oh yeah. But I imagine if you could look at it with your naked eye, you probably wouldn't hurt the camera.
Right.
So sunrise and sunset, we're not really destroying it.
Yeah, until it gets to that point where you can't look at it anymore, then you got to figure that it's pretty bright.
There is no guarantee, right? But
correct.
I think we're pretty safe.
Okay. And would an ND filter help, do you think? Would it
absolutely,
because it's a pair of sunglasses and
absolutely, yeah.
So look at it, just okay. All right. So that's something. I learned something.
Yeah,
I forget who it was that mentioned it, and I'm like, oh my God, what it done? So, I've been doing this for 2 years now, staring at the freaking sun. Not at mid noon, but definitely in the morning and at night.
Right. I was reading about this recently because I was reading about the blood moon. Right. I wondered.
Oh, right.
And so it's all related, right? Eclipses. And anyway, so they got off topic talking about this, eclipses of the sun, and they weren't talking about drones. They were talking about like digital DSLRs. And
correct.
Which is the same technology.
Yep.
And they were adamant about the fact that you will harm your camera by taking unprotected pictures of the sun. You can also harm your eyes by looking at the image that the camera.
Oh wow! At the image,
that's what they claimed.
Wow! Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, Popito says taking photos of the sunset and sunrises is okay, as is taking photos of the direct sunlight, but don't point your camera at direct sunlight, or it's not recommended to look directly into the sun. Yeah, this is pretty much what we're saying.
Yeah.
And that a stronger ND filter would be a good thing to do, Jim Wallace says. So,
but an ND16, Mitch, is not going to help you at all. ND16.
Well, an ND16 is four? That's 4 stops, I think. I think it's either 3 or 4 stops. It should help. I always in Florida here. Anytime I'm flying during the daytime, even with the Mavic 2 Pro, I put an ND16 on it because I'm trying to keep that shutter speed down. You know, and in order to keep the shutter speed down, you gotta
That's
have
an ND16.
Yeah, it's like wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it's not to change the
Whether it would help in direct sunlight, probably not. You'd probably need an ND1000 or
What do you
2000.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I have here, I just happen to have an ND1000
freaking
here.
shit's crapping out. Everybody else is crapping. There you go. You're back.
Yeah, Mike, your connection tonight is not as good as it usually is.
That's an ND1000.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
That'll do it.
black. That's just black.
Let's try a 64.
Let's see.
Dennis, you remind me. This is like what the eye doctor.
256
This
there.
better?
Almost see me.
That's dark.
That's the 256. That's probably good enough for that kind of stuff.
I didn't see anything. I saw you could barely see you through it.
And then this is a 64.
Yeah, that's let's see. An ND4 is one stop.
One stop.
An 8 is 2 stops. A 16 is 3 stops. 32 is 4, and a 62. That's 5 stops.
5 stops. Yeah.
Yeah, 5 stops. That ought to do something, I would think.
So I think it's Hangouts, guys, because AG Alvarez says he lost signal earlier too. So it might be because I got great.
But, you know, I'm monitoring the stream on another monitor over here, and I haven't seen it go dark at all. So
No, okay.
no,
It's down on computer. Maybe it's
you know, it's hard to tell with YouTube because sometimes I'll see in a chat where people say a lot of buffering, and I don't have any buffering. Or a lot of times I'll have buffering going out the wazoo. I have to keep refreshing the window all the time, and nobody else is seeing it. So
yeah, you can't. I guess it's.
Look, how fabulous is it that we have a platform that we can do this for no charge, and
I know.
That is amazing.
No charge whatsoever.
It's like I can talk to my wife in China all day long.
That's
free.
incredible. That's
free. And it's just like this.
But we can put out a broadcast that anybody who can find it can tune in and watch it, and whether it's 10 people or 100,000 people.
For you. How about this? Unlimited freaking footage for the rest of your life, free.
Yeah.
Free servers for the rest of your life, unlimited. And how much would you pay for that, right? I mean, they're charging you all kind of Dropbox, all of them are charging you a fortune for all
that. Yeah.
YouTube, absolutely free.
Well, they're making their money on it, though. They wouldn't be doing it if they weren't making money.
Yeah, there's a lot of rules you have to follow, but it's worth it for what they give you back. They got to do something. It's theirs.
Guys, what time is it? It's almost 11:30. I had planned on doing this for about an hour and a half, and Mike, we were almost at an hour and a half here. Didn't want to stay up too late. I was really kind of hoping monkeys on my back. Yeah. Anthony mentioned this. Yeah. No, the monkey's sitting on the microphone up here. That's believe it or not, I think it's a 1 minute 20-second loop. So you'll see he repeats the same things, but in fact, it's about 1.5 minutes is long enough where most people don't notice.
I was actually going to go out and fly tonight, and I was going to do a big advertisement. Oh, you know, guys, I'm going to go live after this, and guess what? I don't feel like doing it.
I'm tired too. I didn't get much. I don't know what happened last night. I got all excited about ordering this FPV drone and started. Normally I go right to sleep, but I'm laying there. I'm thinking about flying, and I'm thinking next thing I know it's 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and I usually go to bed around 10:30, 11. And I didn't get it. So I'm winding down myself here too.
Well, tomorrow's Friday, guys. I know you guys that work, tomorrow's your last day. You got a nice weekend coming up. So that's the one positive thing, I guess. They're all Fridays to me, but
yeah, all the days are the same to me.
Oh, you're tired. That's right, man.
The only thing that I noticed that's different is I don't like to shop on the weekends because of it. It's a lot more crowded out there, people in the stores. I usually try to do my shopping at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on weekdays, and especially places like Best Buy. You know,
I can't go in there. I just want everything.
I know.
I haven't been in one of them stores in a few months. Well, I thought you meant food shopping.
No. I'm talking. Well, any of the stores, specifically Best Buy. Yeah, I'm crazy. I used to go nuts in Sears in the tool department. You know.
Oh yeah.
Remember Sears tool department? Remember that?
Oh yeah.
You are.
Remember Sears?
Yeah.
They still have some Sears down here. That they still have some tool departments. It's
you guys are old.
Not me, Mike.
I remembered it too.
Two old guys and Mitch.
Yeah.
Craftsman tools.
Yeah.
Craftsman tools.
Yeah. They were the best. They were
yes,
absolutely
they were.
the best.
They still make them. You still find them.
Yeah, but they don't have the warranty they used to have.
Oh God, I remember that warranty. I used to destroy the screwdrivers.
Oh,
I used to take these screwdrivers and pry stuff and break them and go walking back in and here, and they give you a brand new one. No questions asked. Yeah.
What happened to it? I don't know. It just broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At a 90-degree angle.
Trying to pry the vise off of this, 2-inch thick steel workbench, that was welded on, and I was trying to pry it off.
That's great.
Something happened and broke.
I don't know how it got to be 90 degrees.
I still have a whole toolbox full of Craftsman socket wrenches left over from 40, 50 years ago. And
yeah.
They still work.
Yeah.
Now we got Harbor Freight. Keep me away from that.
That's cheap. Harbor Freight is cheap.
Yeah, but now the tools are okay. Unless you're a professional. If you're a homeowner, and I resited half of my house by myself, and I went to Harbor Freight and I bought 4 different air nailers. Okay, hydraulic air nailers. I bought brad nailers and roofing nailers, and I bought the 4 air nailers. Didn't cost me. They were less than $200 for all 4 of them, and did the whole freaking job, and saved me a fortune for hiring somebody to do it. And for the hobby, if you need stuff for like tweezers or things for soldering, or heat shrink tubing or that kind of stuff, they got all that stuff.
Oh, that's the place for that. Yeah.
But I go nuts when I walk in there. It makes me crazy. How many generators does one guy need?
One more.
One more. Down here in Florida, everybody has to have a generator because of the storms. And then so I've had this generator and I haven't had any power failures yet. So I have to go out and start it. It's just a little 2,000 watt one, one of those little portable from Harbor Freight, and it works great. If I have a power failure, it'll run a refrigerator and a couple lights and maybe a little TV and a fan. That's all I need,
Gotcha.
When we had our last hurricane down here, our power was off for 8 hours. That was it. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which hurricane was that?
Well, let's see. There was Matthew, and then what was the name of the one that happened last year? It's getting old. This is what they call a senior moment. Was it Irma? I think it was Irma.
Where are you?
I'm in Melbourne, Florida.
Melbourne.
Space Coast, just south of the Cape.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Atlantic Ocean side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Over, just an hour to the east of Orlando. Just due east of Orlando.
Yeah.
And above and beyond is Jim is about 30, no more than 30 minutes south of me. And then AJ Alvarez is a couple hours north of me.
Lloyd said Stanley owns Craftsman now. Okay.
Did it really?
I didn't know that.
Okay. Because a lot of people other than Sears are selling Craftsman tools. And Sears, you remember the Sears building in Philadelphia on Roosevelt Boulevard?
Oh, sure. Oh, no, Philadelphia. Sorry.
Yeah, Mike, you remember that building?
Yes, I remember that.
It was an F. It was an F Street and Roosevelt Boulevard. And when my dad had a drugstore at 29th and Allegheny, and we lived in the Northeast. And on the way home from the drugstore, you had to go right by that Sears building every day. So thousands of times I drove by that thing, and that was the headquarters. That was their headquarters, I think, wasn't it?
I don't know if that was the main store. There was a couple of them.
It wasn't a store. It wasn't a store. It was a big office complex. It was where I think that was where they had their offices.
Yeah, I
So,
love
so
Sears.
who owns the building that will always be known as the Sears building in Chicago?
God, I don't know who owns it now. Do you
I
know?
don't know. That's what
Yeah.
I.
Huh. Yeah,
Who
'cause
owns the Chrysler building in New York?
Chrysler, right?
I don't know. I really don't know.
No, a lot of those. You're right. Those buildings, they got to keep calling the Sears building because otherwise people wouldn't know what you were talking about.
Exactly.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
530 Hamilton Avenue or something.
Right.
What? Oh, you mean the Sears building?
Yeah. You ever been up to the top of that thing?
I have. A long
And
time ago.
me too. And the one thing that I remember about that was that, they had a railing up there in the opposite, and you could lean over it. And that was,
Yeah.
and it almost looked right down the building. Yeah. You were pretty close to the glass there. And
Right.
that was interesting. I haven't been to New York since 9/11. And one of these days I'd like to get up there, and my kids have gone up to the new Freedom Tower, going up to the observation deck up there.
When that happened, I was 900 feet away.
No, really?
26th floor in an apartment that faced that direction.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah. I kind of got stuck there. That's where we were living. I was working for Accenture, working for the same company I'm working for now, but as a consultant. And they had put me in Battery Park City. I was living at 200 Rector Avenue.
So you must
Right
have had
there.
all that. How deep was that stuff? How much?
On our balcony, it was 4 inches.
Yeah, it was like snow, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like snow. Yeah, when that first building came down, it was like a dream. But my wife rushed to one area and I rushed to another to get all the windows closed because it was a beautiful September day, just beautiful. And we had all the windows, anyway, all the windows were open. And so we had to rush to get them because we saw that ash was headed our way.
Oh man, that must. I can't even imagine have been in the middle of that mess.
Yeah. Leaving that place when they finally evacuated the building, it was it felt like walking on the moon. They're just soundless. Everything, the ash just deadened everything, and of course nothing was on the streets. It was like walking on where there was nothing. Deadness. It's really weird.
It looks like Lloyd Mendenhall's got to go in it. Well, Lloyd, it's the middle of the night. I think we're all going to have to go here pretty soon. But thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Lloyd.
Mike and I were talking about what time to go on, and originally, I wanted to go on and just play with the simulator a little and see if I could get some FPV guys in here to answer some questions for me. And it really was never meant to be any kind of a show or anything like a lot of these things are supposed to be. This was just to get me. So we were going to do it initially at what was it, Mike? 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah, and then Rodney was going on, and it's like, Rodney.
Rodney. So we like Rodney. We're not going to try to steal his thunder. We're going to go watch that. So then Ken Herron came on, and we said, that's sacred ground there. You don't fool with 8 o'clock on Thursday night. So we decided that hey, why don't we just do it after Ken Herron and see if anybody wants to show up, they'll show up. If not, I'll play on the simulator for 20 minutes and go to bed. But guys came in and right off the bat, I hit the live button. All of a sudden, boom, 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 boom in the chat. So
you still have 12 people in the chat.
I know, I see that, and I.
Hey, good night, AJ.
AJ Lee.
AJ.
Yeah, AJ.
Oh, okay, AJ. Thanks for stopping by, AJ. And I got to check out that latest video that you made because
Hey Lloyd, check out the Rodney. He really did well, man. Right? He shaved for everybody. I talked to him before he went on. He was so nervous. I was laughing. And I was putting pressure. I said, well, don't worry about it, Rodney. There's only like 4 billion people going to look at you.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a big thing. And he's like, oh, great, Mike, great.
look, yeah, you people in there, which is respectable.
Yeah, such a great.
I think that Mark did an admirable job.
He did. Mark did a really nice job. Yes, he did.
He did it.
Dennis, I think you're next. I was, going to let you go first. Age before beauty.
So, that's very kind of you.
So
if I survive, you might consider it, right?
Yeah.
He didn't dare ask me.
Plus, I'm getting worn out. It's like, plus, give people a break from seeing my face, for the love of God. So you go next, and then hopefully he'll give me another week's off. Too. Oh God.
You were talking about Rodney Bell being nervous. Paul McCartney tells a story about when he was going to do Yesterday, right? He was going to be out there on that stage all by himself singing this song. And the guy operating the curtains, he said, are you nervous? He said, no, I think I got it handled. He said, well, you should be. There's 17 million people watching you.
I don't know what I'd do if I looked down there and it said 6,000 people watching. I'd probably go, okay. See you.
Yeah,
it's been great, folks. Enjoyed having you. Back again. Wow.
I still can't watch. Like if I do something, I will not go. And everybody will be like, "Hey, did you watch it back?" And it's like, "What do you watch it back?" No, that's done. I never want to see it again. I don't want to. It's like looking at yourself in a picture. You know what I mean? Come on. You're always your worst judge.
Oh yeah.
I do not want to watch a video of myself or even hear my own voice.
Really?
So when you got to combine the two, forget it. It's a nightmare. So no. I try to pretend nobody's on the other. It's just me and you. That's it. Whoever else is with us, that's it. The rest doesn't exist.
I watch mine. I watch mine from a technical standpoint because I want to make sure the volumes were okay and
it would help.
And then of course, I start watching myself and I go, wow, this is pretty damn good TV.
Good night, AJ.
Good night, AJ. These guys keep saying good night and they don't go.
How can we miss you if you won't?
They lurch and they go, okay, now that I'm gone, they're going to talk about me, so I'm going to say.
Whoa, what's this here? AJ says good night again. Tomorrow's the big announcement for DJI. The new Phantom 5 is coming out. What's
what?
AJ, you can't go to bed and leave us with that. What's that?
Where did you hear that? Or else we've been watching the wrong drone channels.
Yeah.
It's probably announced on the Ken Heron show.
Did you say something like that?
I must have left before that.
Yeah. Oh, please don't tell
Let's
me.
See.
No, that wouldn't. They wouldn't do that.
No,
that would be a big event in New York, right? They'd have to invite all their friends and
It doesn't seem right either. As far as they got to build it up first a little bit more than that.
Good night, Lloyd.
Good night, Mr. Lloyd.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks for coming, buddy.
Yeah.
So Lloyd's gone, and AJ's gone, and
AJ,
still got 13.
You, buddy.
13
you. AJ was just joking with us, so we need to get AJ.
You can't joke with this group about things like that. There are sacred things you just don't do.
Here, I'm looking at the results of a Google search here. It says DJI Phantom 5 price at B&H. Hurry, shop now. I got to click on this link and see what happens.
Are you kidding me? Really?
B&H photo, DJI Phantom 5 price. But there's no entry. There's no Phantom 5, but
now that makes me think that something is.
No,
send us $10,000. We'll tell you the price.
Yeah. Okay. One of
no,
them.
they got a parachute system for a Phantom 4 is what showed up. A
So
controller for something that looks like some filters, but no Phantom 5.
okay.
So somebody, but that's got to be coming out pretty soon here, I would imagine. Don't they?
Just remember with the Mavic 2, that's what happened. I forget who was the name of that guy that found it in the store. Remember
Oh yeah,
Drone.
Yes, Dennis,
Yeah.
you know the guy.
Droning on, right?
Yes,
Droning on.
Droning on, yeah.
You got it. He found it in the store by accident.
Catalog. It was in the catalog.
Yeah.
They weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe somebody. When you start seeing things like that, it's almost.
Good night, Pepito. Let me say, Pepito says good night, and we're always thinking about our Australian friends, my friend. So thanks.
Thank you.
Good night, Pepito.
Yes, sir. I will see you. I would scream your name right now, but it's really late. I'll wake up the mom.
You sound like you're a little stuffy there, Mike.
I am. I don't know what's going on, man. Late at night, all the time.
That's for sure. Not up there.
I just get totally clogged up. Something is going on. That's why I got up and opened the window. The cold air clears me right up. Something's going on, man. Who the hell knows?
Maybe you're getting a cold or from lack of sleep or something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm going through a drone detox. I haven't flown in 12 hours. I got the stuffy nose, the runs, the head.
It's been over 4 hours, right?
Yeah, it's been over 4 hours.
Yeah. Hey, Jim Wallace, good night. Jim's heading
Good night,
out.
Jim.
Jim's heading out. I think everybody's heading out. And I think
Good night, Jimmy.
I'm going to be heading out here too. So
You're apparently all smarter than me.
Yeah.
Well, it's not too late, but it's getting there. So why don't we call it a night, guys? Before everybody just goes and.
Thanks for inviting me on. I really appreciate
anytime,
it.
Dennis. Anytime.
Good time.
We're always looking for volunteers, and no, seriously. Anytime you see me on, just pop something up there. It says if it's on the deal I do on Tuesday morning. It's a Skype thing, so basically it's just 1 or 2 maximum. But on these Hangout things, I'm itching to push the limits of this, Dennis. I want to see if I can't just put 10 people.
Yeah. Well, weekday mornings are a problem for me. Weekday anythings are a problem for me.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna do one. I decided. I'm going to do one in the morning, and then one just at a spur of the moment when I get some. When I get a couple people that want to do something and just come on without a pre-announcement and see who shows up.
Yeah. Well, this one was great. This worked out for me just fine.
Good. Well, I'm glad. So
thank you again.
I'm glad you came in, and we'll do some more of this. And Mike.
Yes, sir.
What can I say, Mikey?
Thank you for inviting me in. Dennis, it was nice talking to you. Thanks for coming in as well. It was very nice.
Yeah, good to talk to you too.
All right, and I will give you guys a shot here, so I can go ahead and do this. And now you can all see right here is the button. You see the button?
You killed the gorilla.
Yeah, but you can see the button. You see it?
I see the button.
See
3, 2, 1, go.
That's it. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, bye.